Hey guys, what's up? How are you? Welcome back. This is your boy and your host, Hebot, coming at you with another episode of Toys in My Closet. And today we have another video game related figure from PlayStation's own archives from Horizon Zero Dawn. And actually it's Horizon Forbidden West, of the version of Horizon Forbidden West. Aloy, of course. And Aloy is a very cool looking character. I don't really like the game. I don't really like the some of the things and decisions that they made with the character, especially with the second game. But as a figure, aesthetically, I think it makes a lot of sense. And it's really cool to see more properties getting actual, video game treatments, just like I did Banjo not too long ago. And like I did the Darkstalkers, the Night Abyss. And, this is actually from the company that's been doing a lot of DC stuff for a while, which is Spinmasters. And, they really don't make great figures, but this is their premium line. This was something I purchased in Amazon a while ago. And I gotta say, I'm very disappointed, and you'll see why. But it is a good figure. But it's very pricey. The price, I don't think it's ideal. The box has a really nice portrait, as you see there, of the Aloy, right? You see this, the actual synopsis, legalese, and stuff of that nature. You see that they have the picture there for Aloy from the box with the PlayStation logo. 42 parts of articulation. The nice portrait in the front of the actual rendering of the game, with alongside the figure itself, and then on this side showing you everything she comes with within the box. And the box is really nice. It's like a sleeve cover, so you slide it off, and then when you slide it off, it reveals another box with another nice picture and portrait of the game rendering in 3D for the game. It says PlayStation, gives a licensed PlayStation product, and then the logos here in the bottom. And again, it goes all around with another nice quality artwork of the game. Just for that alone, it's kind of hard to throw away the box, because all that artwork is really spectacular, and it's kind of a shame that you have to throw it out. But there's nothing in the bottom of legalese, and then the blue PlayStation color blue on the top that they use on their console. And so if you notice with the sleeve, it's the font and the actual color palette is supposed to match that of the console itself. So nice little touches to give you that PlayStation nostalgia, I guess, if you will. It's for 17 and up, by the way. I didn't know if I pointed that out, but it's up there in the top corner right there. So moving right along, it's an open box, as you see there, and then you see that some of the accessories are there that I didn't take out, and it has a window here, and you see that it's nicely packaged. So as far as the package, it's really, really, really good, and it feels premium. It feels like, okay, I'm getting a $50 figure that is worth the $50. But you'll soon find out why I don't feel that, and why I was very disappointed. Not that the figure's bad, but you'll see why. So stay with me, sit back, relax, enjoy your digital drink, and hopefully you'll enjoy the rest of the review and unboxing and the ride, right, so to speak. So I'll see you guys real soon, in a blink of an eye. And here we are, guys. Here we have it. Here is Aloy out of packaging. And she looks really, really good. Very highly detailed. And for the most part, the articulation is really well done as well. But as you can see, she looks great. I'm not going to sit here and say she doesn't. But at the same time, and this is my favorite portrait that she comes with, because she comes with plates, face plates. And she has, for me, in my personal opinion, is the best one out of all of them. The wonderful dreads that she has. with the beads on her hair and the nice lipstick and sheen of freckles and rosiness in her cheekbones. You can see the feathery pauldron on the side there on the shoulders, her scarf thing with her beads and necklaces on her neck, and the other side of the shoulder pauldron or fur line that she has to keep herself warm. You can see the interior shirt cut off in brown that's underneath her clothing, the beige on her actual piece in the middle of her stomach. You see the details there with the burgundies and the browns, and then her forearm gauntlet, as you see there, really nicely detailed with her piece that she uses in the game with the mechanical thing, but they don't open. It doesn't flip open per se, but it's detailed in there, of course. Her hands on both sides, you see, as well, differently detailed. Then you see the overlay she wears underneath of her clothing with the pouches everywhere, which some of them move. You can actually pop them out. This is the rope, and put them on the other side and kind of repurpose a lot of different things if you want to. The red, I guess it's like what you call that, like a sash going down. The blues and the beige with that very Aztecian, Native American Indian type of look and style. And you see that underneath she does have her, a brown crotch piece in her private area, and the legs go all the way down with a nice leathery brown, and then she has these fossilized knee pad guards, and then the protection of the boots going all the way down, the illusion of the boot with the fur, the straps in orange that hold these guards on this side as well. You can see coming down to her feet, and really accurate to the material and detailed to the material. So you see the back of her head as well. She has the dreads and the beads, and then this redness. So like I was showing you here in the back of her hair, that she had a lot of detail, and each part moved individually, so it's done really well. And then you see even inside the actual flaps of the skirt piece, there's like this engraving, itching and stitching, and even the netting in the bottom part of her, the actual fur part of the boot of her leg. So as far as detail goes, she's done extremely well, and I think that was part of the expense of why she is so expensive. Because if you notice, or I don't know if you can notice based on my hand size, you'll notice real fast that she's extremely small. She's very tiny. And if you're paying $50 for something that that should be at least a little bit more substantially big, and I'll give you a great example here with a character like the Clock King from McFarlane, which is 7-inch, and then you see her next to him, and you see the disparity in the size. You see? She's just really small next to him. Like, I don't know why they did it that small. I mean, she even looks really lanky. She's like the size of a XH figure arts, maybe even smaller, if that makes any sense. But overall, she still looks really cool, and it's nice that we haven't a representation of Aloy in figure form. Regardless, so moving on along, we're going to take a look now at what she came with as far as accessories. So as far as the accessories, she comes with a whole bunch of accessories. You'll see here is 3 sets of hands on each side for the left and right. So she comes with 4 sets of hands, 8 hands altogether. But they don't match. Each side is a different, a splayed hand for some reason. So we'll start off with this one, which is open. And you see that it has the glove, or the half glove. This one is a fist. And then we have this one that is to hold, I believe, the string of the arrow of the bow. This one on the other side is open as well, or kind of like in an open, relaxed pose. This one is a gripping one to hold, the bow, or her weapon, her staff. And then this one is also a closed fist. Then, as far as the head goes, she brings 5 extra ones plus the one that she comes with, which all look great. This is her smiling, which is kind of a meme, but looks nice, really nicely detailed. And I gotta give it to Spinmasters. They really put a lot of attention. You could tell that this has money behind it. This is an open one where she's yelling and she's upset or fighting, perhaps. And this one here is with the tribal markings, her with a serious face. So the option of display is there. It's very high. Then you have this one here where she's looking kind of to the side, but it looks just like her. So they did a great job in capturing her likeness, which is great. Very important when it comes to figures. This is the one with some other tribal markings. She's kind of in awe, and they look like little eye drops on her face. But great detail in the mouth, the teeth, the lips. Really, really nice. Really nice. Then she comes with one arrow, which I don't know why. Here it is. And then the weird part is that the arrow is way, way too big, because this is her arrow sheath. And if you look at it side by side, the arrow is substantially bigger. So like I said, the arrow is substantially bigger. This is her sheath. So the scaling on that alone right there is incorrect. Well, this is the arrow sheath as well, which looks nice. The leathery brown, and then each of the other arrows, instead of being white, are yellow for whatever reason. Then she comes with this beautiful bow, right? Beautiful bow staff. Very, very detailed, just like in the game, with all the little things and knickknacks she has on it, like feathers and the white wrapping, the gold handle in the middle, this other blue stuff here that looks like made out of like mechanical things from like the dinosaurs that she fights, the robotic dinosaurs. This other piece here looks like another feather, and down here as well. And then it has a nice little string attached to it, and it has some, some give, which is a cool touch. But yeah, there's the bow. And then finally, last but not least, she has her weapon of choice, her staff, with that, markings of this blade in the front, with all that detail. And like I was saying, here is his blade. All the details in the front, from the gold, yellows, the whites, the wraparound with the feathers, nice and different two-tone colors with black, coming all the way down with all this wiring, the white, the grays, the blues, the orange, the feathers in the bottom as well. Then the mechanical piece at the end of the tip, as you see there with the browns. Again, very highly detailed and a very good representation of what it looks like in the game. So as far as the accessory goes, like I said, it comes with a whole lot, which might make up a little bit for the cost, but you know, all in all, it still would have been nice to have a little bit bigger piece instead of like a 4.5-inch figure or 5, maybe, you know, be actual 6 or 6.5. So now let's take a look at Aloy's articulation. And so let's take a look at Aloy's articulation. As for the head, I bring her in, and you see, if you notice, I changed her portrait. It moves left and right, it moves down this much, which is a nice amount, and moves back a whole bunch as well, as you can see. Moves back up a whole bunch. She has a peg also here in the top and in the neck. As you can see, you can move the neck as well. And she has this here, which is an articulation here. She has this here on one side. She has one here. This is an articulation. And she has the one in the middle, another point of articulation. And this pops out. And then this side, another point of articulation. So she has 5 points of articulation in her hair. Then her here and the shoulders, it does go all the way up like that, like so, like that, like so. She does have a nice butterfly, goes really back a bunch and forward. She has a swivel there on the side on her bicep, a single on the actual elbow, rotation on the hand, hinge that goes up and down on this side, and she has the part in the torso up here that moves left, right, and it moves really well, as you can see. And she also doesn't have a waist swivel, which is disappointing, but she has like the Power Rangers from actual Hasbro, where she has that thing there in the middle where it moves back for a crunch and forward, but it's really tight. And you can see it there, the cut. So like I was trying to show you guys, sorry for the interruption, the lights keeps turning off. Then she can split like Van Damme very well. And on the top here she has, the thigh swivel. She has a double on the knee with pins, not pinless. And then she has no split, no cut on the boot, but she does have a thing where the foot can go forward and back like so. Then you can spin it back, the foot itself, spin it forward, and then a toe articulation. And she has rockers on each of her toes. That's a little detailed number there, I don't know what it's for. And she also has the earpiece on her ear, how she communicates. So as far as the articulation, it's good. It's going to give you a good range, but at the same time, it's a little weird because of the fact that she has like she doesn't have no waist swivel, for example, no boot cut swivel, but it's still substantial enough for you to get good amounts of posing and ranges. So now let's move on and let's look at her with some accessories on and some of the different face plates. So here you go. Here you have Aloy with all of her accessories on. I try to get her in a stance where it's dynamic enough, and you see that she has a little place, like a little stick that you can put to a hole on the actual bow arrow, or it'll stay in the back holstered. And you see that on the side, you peg in the arrow sheath, and then she holds the other stuff. But she is kind of hard to stay displayed because her feet are small, and because they're small, the weight of the figure actually makes it tilt over. And did put that other face, as you can see. That other face that she has with the yelling. So she looks cool. I mean, as cool as you can have her. But she doesn't look bad, you know. There you go. So if you wanted to change, obviously, her look, you can put some of these other plates there. So let me see if I can change it up. And here is another pose that you could do with her, you know, with the bow arrow. Of course, as you see, I put in that face. So, you know, there's different options that you have. Not many, because you don't come with a lot of weapons that are varied, but you know, you have you know, a different amount of options. So now let me show her with a couple of the other face plates really fast. Here's the other one with the smile, which looks pretty cool, you know, and you see that she has the actual, you know, tribal markings. And here's the last one with the actual tribal markings as well, but with a very serious face and tone. But again, they all look good. So now let's do just a few comparisons. Here you go, guys. Here's a little comparison. Here's I believe it's Ariel, or not Ariel. It's from Avatar, his wife. I know it starts with an A. Oh my God, I can't think of it. But yes, this is from McFarlane Toys. And you see that she's kind of like the same type of style, female character, like Amazonian. So, you know, I thought this would be a little fitting. So there goes one comparison. Now let me do another one. And here is the Elf Link female from Mythic Legions, from the Elf Wave. I also forgot her name because they be having some really tricky names, or kind of like really obscure names, but you can see the size a little bit better, even though they're supposed to be in the 7 to 6.5 inch scale. But you see that she's not that big, but she is a lot wider and girthier, and she is also a $35 figure versus a $50 figure. So you kind of see why I was making that complaint. And she comes with cloth goods and fully accessorized and a plethora of details. Maybe the articulation might be a little bit better on Aloy, but you know, there's a give or take with everything. So let's do maybe one more. And here she is next to Jewel from Fortnite from Hasbro. As you can see, Jewel is a Native American character as well, but she's also a mechanic and does a lot of up-to-date, more modernized technology type of stuff. But she is Amazonian type character, so they kind of fit well next to each other, in my opinion. So, you know, and you see again that she's 6 inch and Jewel's still shorter, because she is from the Fortnite Hasbro series. And so Jewel's probably got to be like 5 if I had to take an educated guess without a ruler. So there you have it, guys. So now let's go to the end of my review and my final thoughts. And there you have it, guys. Here it is, Aloy again, with all her stuff. And you know, she's a nice figure, very nice figure, but I think, in my personal opinion, she's too overpriced. And for Spin Masters to bring this out for the first time as a premium grade figure, I think it was the wrong probably decision, because that might, or that will kind of distract, like, or this is going to be like a bad taste in the mouth of figure collectors. You know, I got her with the idea and thinking that she was going to be much, much bigger for that price point, and especially that they have other figures like Kratos and also my man from Ghost of Tsushima, and they are, I believe, $29.99, which is a lot easier pill to swallow versus $50. But if they're also very small, like Aloy, then I would say that's kind of overpriced as well, because there should be about $27 or maybe $25 price point, even though she comes with a lot of stuff and she has a lot of detail, a lot of paint work. So I think that's part of it and plays a role. Unfortunately, that's very costly, and plus the license, they have to pay out Sony for the license rights. So I think that's another reason. So it's one of those things is that it's a double-edged sword and sucks, but it is the nature of figure collecting. So she's still available on Amazon right now. I don't know if you can get her through any other site. Not that I know of. I don't think she's available like in no Target or in no Walmart. She's just an Amazon. So maybe the PlayStation Store, perhaps, or spinmasters.com. Not really sure. I haven't checked, but it's definitely an Amazon. So I would say wait maybe for a sale when she's 30, or a couple of percentage off. At least 15%, 20%, to get her for a better price. But other than that, she's a good figure. My only complaint, again, she's small for the price you pay. Oh yeah, and then she has no peg holes at the bottom, so you can't use no stands to kind of help her stand, because she's heavy on top, and her legs are very small and feet and lanky, and because of that, she tends to fall, and not easy to stand her up. But it is what it is. So guys, there you have it. There's my Aloy Spin Masters from Horizon Forbidden West PlayStation IP and game Aloy figure. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you like it. Give me a thumbs up if you like it. Give me a thumbs down if you didn't like it. Share this video with someone that you think might like it. For all of you that continue to support me in the channel, thank you, because without you, my channel would not be sustained. And I appreciate you guys with my entire world, because you guys are fantastic. If you're new to the channel, hey, thank you so much for stopping by. And if you decided to subscribe or be part of the my channel, I'm very grateful, because I know you didn't have to, but since you did, I consider you now more part of my family. As always, you can find me any social media platform. It's all down in the description below. And if you want to help my channel out in any way, shape, or form, there's two ways to do it. Whether you want to donate, you can just hit me up with a DM, and we'll work out the particulars. Or, if you want me to, highlight a particular product and review it the way I'm doing here, or play a game when I do my playthroughs. Or, if you want to help out my channel directly to help me, to help the channel, you can do that also, only if you have the means to, if you want to, and if you want to do it from the kindness of your heart. It's not obligated, it's not mandatory, but you can do it with my PayPal and Patreon information, which is also down in the description below. So guys, this is your boy Heba signing off another episode of Toys in My Closet. PlayStation's Horizon Forbidden West Aloy from Spin Masters. I hope you like it. Let me know down what you think down in the comments. I'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye-bye.